A quick disclaimer before the video starts: if any of you care to wonder why I just stopped uploading for 6 months and then just randomly came back to upload a different video that has nothing to do with DBD, then all information will be in the description. But without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So today I got the Platinum Trophy achievement on the Escapist Part 2. The Escapist 2 has 41 achievements, a difficulty rating of 3 out of 10, and takes roughly about 20 hours to do. I also just wanted to quickly mention that I did already have 9 achievements unlocked because I did play this game during 2017 through 2018. But nonetheless, I decided to split this into different sections. Step 1 is to complete all multiplayer and co-op achievements. Step 2 is to escape all prisons in a unique way and transport prisons. And finally, step 3 is to complete all the grindy achievements and getting the remaining miscellaneous trophies. So since we're starting off with the multiplayer achievements, the first one I got was just for playing a versus match. So after selecting my character who I named Dexter, the trophy popped. Dexter. Ah, there we go. Riot Act. Play versus game online. Also, I didn't know that my brother was going to make this his character, so when I saw who it was for the first time, I was a little surprised. Oh my god, Junior, are you're dogs? Wait, I didn't realize you're dogs. So the next achievement that I went for was for entering a multiplayer only area. The map we were on was a little confusing since we've never played on it before, but after a few minutes of roaming around, we were finally able to find the multiplayer only area, and here's the achievement for that. The achievement I went for next was for winning 10 online versus matches. Now this achievement is actually really easy if you do the method I did. The easiest way to do this achievement is to go to a private match, invite or join your friend, and set the maps to only transport prisons since there's only 3. The Cougar Creek Railroad, the HMS Orca, and the Air Force Con. These are all super easy to escape and doesn't take very long to do all 10. That is, unless you are lagging super badly like how I was in this clip. Dude, no way! You really chasing me from that far? What? Who die? I'm not even being hit. On my screen, I'm literally not even being hit, bro. There's such a freaking big delay. For some reason, I'm not even being hit on my screen. So stupid.
A few moments later.
Okay, dude. What am I being hit for? Anyways, here's the achievement for that. After getting that trophy, I only needed 2 more online achievements, one of which you can do either online or offline, which is the I Am Your Father trophy. I decided to do it offline because it was the fastest and just a better overall option since all you need to do is connect another controller. All you have to do is just load up the USS Anomaly Prison, get your intellect to 70, and craft the energy sword. From there, just hit the second player and you should get the achievement. Finally, after all of that, I only needed one last achievement, and it took me forever. I literally had to wait hours for this because I wasn't able to load into a match. This achievement is for playing a classic match, and oh my gosh, it sucks. I wasn't able to capture the achievement popping on recording because I was just AFKing waiting to load into the match, and I had hours of footage of just searching for a match. But luckily, PlayStation always takes a screenshot of when you get an achievement, so here is that. So with all of step 1 done, we can now finally move on to step 2. Step 2 is to escape all prisons in a unique way and transport prisons. Now you may be wondering, didn't I escape all transport prisons when I did the online enforcer achievement? Yes, I did. But for some reason, escaping the transport prisons in versus mode doesn't count as actually escaping the prisons for the actual achievements, meaning that I had to still escape them in offline mode. But they are fairly easy, which is why I saved them for last. I decided to focus on escaping all prisons in a unique way first, which basically just means you have to escape each prison but in a certain way. Some are super easy and don't take very long, while others take forever to escape because of the items you need to find and a spawn rate of them when trying to escape that prison in that certain way. There's a total of 7 original prisons, including the 3 transport prisons. I wanted to do it in order from the easiest to hardest, so I started off with the first prison, Center Perks 2.0. This is by far the easiest prison to escape, and it takes no little than 5 to 10 minutes to do. All you have to do is just craft a fake audio equipment and get a film crew outfit and escape through the northeast entrance. Now, I'm not going to show all of the prison escapes, but I will show a few. And I'll also leave a link in the description for each prison on how to escape them in their unique ways if you want to do them yourself. So here are some of the prison escapes, including the achievements I got for escaping each prison for the first time, including a miscellaneous trophy I got during one of the prison escapes. There we go. Escaping is my forte, and that is for escaping Rattlesnake Spring Prison. Nice. There we go. A camp departure. Escape the Kapal camp prison. Here we go. The cake is alive. Oh. Olive Snooty. Escape HMP offshore on Snooty the Dolphin. And drying out for escaping the HMP offshore prison. Okay, I'm coming here. Up the key. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, let's go. There it is. Perform 7 unique escapes across the classic prisons and the great escape for escaping all classic prisons. One more? Yep. For escaping the USS Anomaly prison. There we go. Wow. That was a close one. Like I mentioned earlier, I decided to save the transport prisons for last since they are by far the easiest things to do. It literally took me 10 minutes to do all 3 and only because I got a little unlucky with the spawn locations of my items. Let's do that, and that. Alright. There you can go. Alright. And it's that easy. And that's the first one done. 2 more to go. That. There we go. Let's try that. Okay, bro. Bro, no way. I'm gonna freaking die. Oh my. That's. 2B, we need that. We're gonna enter up through here. Search this desk. Okay, get out. Nice. Come into here. Tubing and then bolts, and that's it. Simple as that. Chest. Nothing in here. Pretty sure we're looking for rope if I remember correctly. Nothing here. Nothing here again. So we're gonna come down. We're gonna go downstairs. Nothing here as well. Wow, this is not looking good at all. Okay, there we go. There's one. Alright, number 2. Alright, there we go. Now we just craft this. And then the parachute. And we head back up here. There we go. There we go. The mobile escapist. Escape all transport prisons. That was easy peasy. Alright, and those are all prisons, including transports, done. So now we can move on to the miscellaneous trophies. The final step before the platinum. So with step 2 all done, we are left with the final step, step 3, which is the cleanup phase. Now step 3 is by far the easiest step, but also the most time-taking step, and is super boring when it comes to the certain achievements, which are Crook of All Trades, Tell Me What's Your Favor, and Soap on a Rope. The other remaining trophies are pretty easy and aren't so bad to get, but I wanted to get the more time-taking achievements out of the way first, so I started off with the most boring one, which is the Crook of All Trades achievement. In order to get this achievement, you need to complete a quota for every single job, and there are a total of 12 jobs. Now, the reason why this achievement sucks and is so boring is mainly because you have to just sit there and wait. Now, you could do other achievements while you wait, but I didn't do that. I don't know why. What you need to do is go to the job board list and check what jobs are available. If there's a job that isn't already taken, then you can just take the job, wait until it's job time, and complete the quota. If the job isn't available, which it probably won't be, you have to go and find that person who has the job. In order to find out who has the certain job, you can just click on the job you need and it'll show you the current employee for that job. Once you find out who has the job you need to apply to, you have to wait until it's job time again and get them fired by just clicking on them and staying on the interaction screen. Once job time is over, they'll be fired and you can go and apply for the job. But then you have to wait until it's job time again to complete the quota. And you have to do this for every single job. Now, after you complete the first 4 jobs in the first prison, every other prison has 2 job times per day, which makes it a little easier to do. Now, before I forget to mention, certain jobs have achievements attached to them. For example, during the kitchen job, you have to complete the quota whilst being naked. So I was also doing any miscellaneous trophies that I could get for those jobs. But here are all of the achievements, including the Crook of All Trades. There we go. The Naked Chef. Complete a quota of the kitchen job whilst being naked. That was pretty easy. Oh, there we go. Man's best friend. In a high enough opinion from a dog. And I completed the job quota. This one. Oh, let's go. Crook of All Trades. Complete the quota once for each of the jobs over multiple prisons/sessions. Oh my god. So after I finished completing all job quotas, I decided to do the achievement for knocking out all prisoners in a prison. Now, the easiest prison to do this in is the Area 17 prison, since it has the least amount of prisoners. Just keep track of who you've knocked out and who you haven't, and it shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes to do. I then went back to the Center Perks 2.0 prison to finish the rest of my achievements. I wanted to knock out a few of the easier miscellaneous trophies before doing the Tell Me What's Your Favorite achievement. So once I loaded into the prison, I went ahead and I did the Keep It Clean trophy for tagging 200 places. After that, I got the achievement Music Maestro for playing a song in a prison for an in-game hour. And then another for attending dinner whilst naked. And finally, got the achievement for maxing out all character stats to 100. So now that I only needed a couple more achievements before popping the platinum, I went ahead and got the last 2 trophies that I considered to be the most time-taking ones. I wanted to do the Tell Me What's Your Favorite achievement first, since it wasn't the most time-taking, but just boring to me since I was just running around doing favors the entire time. It took me like 10 minutes max to do all 100 since I did already have some favors completed. But here's the trophy for that. Once I finished that, I wanted to do another trophy that I had forgotten about, which was for knocking out 100 inmates. I was really delaying this trophy, but of course I knew I had to eventually do it. So after getting the trophy for knocking out 100 inmates, I finally went ahead and started the Soap on a Rope achievement. This trophy requires you to stay in the showers for a total of 3 days. Now, I'm not completely sure if you can do it this way or not, but I made the mistake of not being in the actual shower for like a full day, and that's when I found out that you actually had to be in the shower showering. Now, like I said, I'm not fully sure if you actually have to be in the shower taking a shower or not, but just to be safe, if any of you do go for this platinum, I would recommend you just be in the shower showering. Also, a full day is like 15 to 20 minutes real time, but after like 4 full in-game days, I finally walked out the shower and got the trophy. So after I finished that trophy, I only needed 2 more achievements before popping the platinum. These last 2 trophies were extremely easy, and also because one of them I had already prepared long ago to be my final achievement. The Artisan achievement didn't take me very long either, because I was making unique items during my prison escapes for the unique prison escapes achievement. So after about 5 to 10 minutes, I got the trophy. Now, if you're not sure what to craft, just craft the items that would help you escape a prison, like bolt cutters, a pickaxe, or a shovel. Those are the 3 main things I was crafting. And finally, for the final achievement before popping the platinum was for giving an inmate or a guard a cup of tea. And I give it to an officer, or a... Here, I'll give it to an officer. There we go. Make a cup of tea and give it to another inmate or guard. And the platinum trophy. Unlock all trophies. Wow. That was way quicker than what I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to have to craft so many items, but no. Ooh. Never out. That's it. But there we go. Platinum trophy for the Escapist 2. And that's it. That is the platinum trophy for the Escapist 2. Overall, it was a pretty easy platinum and didn't take very long to get. The only thing I would say that sucks is definitely the achievements that take a boring amount of time to get. And that was my platinum experience and first platinum video. Let me know in the comments below what other games you'd like to see me platinum, and if you think I should continue or maybe even start a new channel on purely platinum videos. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.